Kuan Yin, bienvenido and bienvenue. Welcome to the JFK Memorial High School World Language Induction Ceremony. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the singing of the national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
It is my pleasure to introduce our principal, Dr. James Perry.
Hey now. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for having me here tonight. It's a great day to be a Mustang as we celebrate and honor the newest inductees to the Spanish, French, and Chinese Honor Societies. I'd like to first acknowledge the efforts and dedication of Senora De Fiore, Senora Capco, Madame Zeisel, and Cahill Laoshi in working with our students to prepare for this event. I know this is not easy. We're doing 3 different ceremonies all at the same time, so I do appreciate your efforts. I'd also like to thank our new head of our World Language Department, Mr. De Palma, who's here tonight, and Mr. Carrasio, who's also here tonight, our vice principal, and the rest of the World Language staff that help these young people find success in their world language studies. And finally, parents, I'd like to thank you, guardians, friends, and families. You helped your students get where they are tonight. And while many students are content with just meeting the world language requirements for graduation, you've encouraged your students to go for more than the bare minimum and not settle for less and to continue in their studies. And for that, I thank you. So as many of you know, I graduated from John F. Kennedy Memorial High School a couple of years back. While I was here, I studied French for 3 years under Madame Sakochi. And when I got to college, I decided I want to switch up and go to Spanish. So I took Spanish for several semesters. And while I was in college, I worked as a waiter at a restaurant, and this is where I really started to see the value of being bilingual. And it was at the restaurant during those times where I was able to apply and expand on what I had learned in the classes into the real world. Whether it was communicating with other staff members at the restaurant or customers, I really found myself calling often upon what I'd learned in my world language classes to get my job done and to make some money. As kids, you may not understand just how powerful your ability to speak multiple languages is. And for some of you, you already take for granted the fact that you are fluent in more than one language and you are studying a 3rd or even 4th language. But trust me, anytime you spend studying world languages and new languages is time that's not wasted. So if not today, at some point you will reflect on your studies positively. Induction into the World Language Society, Honor Societies isn't easy, and it's a special accomplishment. World language classes are hard, let's face it. They force you to set aside all of the rules and the grammar that you've learned since birth and ask you to apply new rules and new grammar and new vocabulary to a new language. You could easily opt for some easier classes that require probably less work, but you didn't, and that makes you unique and special. We have 1,400 students at JFK, but there's only, I think, 40 or so of you here tonight being honored. So as a humble adult who has learned many of life lessons the hard way, I implore you, continue with your language studies. Earn the seal of biliteracy. I can't stress enough to you the value of being multilingual. Kids, be proud of your induction to Spanish, French, and Honor Societies. Congratulations to you all. Vamos Mustangs, allez les Mustangs, Yamaja yo, go Mustangs. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Perry. Now please welcome Mr. Steve De Palma, the Supervisor of World Languages.
Good evening. I am honored to be here tonight for this wonderful occasion. First, I would like to thank Dr. Perry, Mr. Carrasio, the World Language Department, especially Mrs. Kopko, Mrs. DiFiore, Mr. Cahill, and Mrs. Eisel for organizing tonight's ceremony. Tonight, we honor the inductees of the World Language Honor Society, and in doing so, we celebrate your achievements in character, leadership, and scholarship. These are not random qualities chosen because they look good on college applications. They are the core of a fulfilling and successful life. Your true character is not something everyone sees daily, yet it guides the decisions you make every day. This guiding force has brought you to this moment and will continue to direct your life. Keep true to your character, and success will never be far. Leadership is often considered an elected or appointed role, but this definition doesn't encompass all it means to be a leader. True leadership is having the ability to accept responsibility for your life. By joining this prestigious organization, you have begun taking control and responsibility for your life and becoming a successful leader. Finally, scholarship. True scholarship is lifelong learning. It is choosing to make learning a habit. When learning becomes a habit, we pave the way for a successful future full of possibilities. All of these characteristics have one thing in common: success. But the success I am talking about only begins with what you have accomplished here tonight. You have taken the first crucial step in ensuring a bright and successful future by demonstrating strength in character, leadership, and scholarship. So enjoy your accomplishment, but keep your eyes on the future because there are great things in store for each of you. Thank you.
Bonsoir. C'est avec grand plaisir que je vous souhaite la bienvenue à l'induction de la Société honoraire des Français de John F. Kennedy Memorial High School. L'induction dans cette société est la plus haute distinction pour les étudiants de français dans le pays. Good evening. It is my great pleasure to welcome you to the induction of the John F. Kennedy Memorial High School Société honoraire des Français. Induction into the society is the highest honor for students of French in the country. Je m'appelle Sneha et je suis le président de la Société honoraire des Français. Je tiens à remercier nos administrateurs scolaires, Dr. Perry, M. Carrasio, Mme Zeitz, M. De Palma, les superviseurs du département des langues, et nos parents pour leur soutien et leur conseil. My name is Sneha, and I am the president of the French Honor Society. I would like to thank our school administrators, Dr. Perry, Mr. Carrasio, Mrs. Zeitz, and Mr. De Palma, the supervisor of world languages, and also our parents for their support and guidance. J'aime particulièrement remercier nos professeurs de français, Madame Eisel et Madame McCann, pour nous avoir inspirés à poursuivre nos études en français grâce à leur dévouement et leur passion pour la langue. I would especially like to thank our French teachers, Mrs. Eisel and Mrs. McCann, for inspiring us to continue our studies in French through their dedication and passion for the language. And a very special welcome to our classmates from last year who have come tonight to support us. Notre mission dans la société honoraire française est de rencontrer les apprenants exceptionnels de la langue française, d'élargir la connaissance et l'appréciation des contributions culturelles du monde francophone, et de stimuler et d'encourager les activités françaises. En ce moment, je donne la parole à Neha. Our mission in the French Honor Society is to recognize outstanding learners of the French language, to broaden the knowledge and appreciation for the cultural contributions of the French-speaking world, and to stimulate and to encourage French cultural activities. At this time, I would like to introduce Neha.
Merci Sneha. Bonjour, je suis Neha Uddhav, une élève de la terminale. Hello, my name is Neha and I'm a senior student. La Société honoraire de français est une organisation ouverte à tous les élèves qui sont distingués comme élites. La condition d'entrée pour cette société est de recevoir une note de 80 ou plus dans le cours de français 3. Ces élèves doivent suivre le cours de français 4 et maintenir une note de 80 ou plus. The Société honoraire de français is an honor society open to all French students who have distinguished themselves as the elite. The requirements for entry into this society are maintaining at least a B+ or A- average in French 3. These students must take French 4 and maintain a B average. En plus des critères scolaires, les élèves doivent montrer une variété de traits honorables. Un membre de la société doit montrer un excellent caractère, servir la communauté et mener le chemin pour les générations futures. Ces élèves ici ont bien accompli cela et maintenant nous les accueillons à bras ouverts. In addition to academic criteria, students must show a variety of honorable skills. A member of the Société honoraire de français must display good character, serve our community, and lead the way for future inductees. These students here have accomplished that and are now being welcomed into our society with open arms.
Thank you, Neha. Bonjour, je m'appelle Jonathan, le secrétaire de la Société honoraire de français. Maintenant, je voudrais présenter nos membres avec une courte présentation. Hello, my name is Jonathan Corey. I am the Secretary of the French Honor Society. Now I would like to introduce the members with a short presentation. Sneha Ba, our president and COLA by Literacy in French, is a second-year member. She plans to study business. Sham Iyer is a second-year student who plans to study biomedical engineering. Nimrath Kanuja is a second-year student who plans to study computer science. Advik K. Mishra is a second-year student who plans to major in environmental engineering. Musfira Mohammed is a second-year student who plans to study journalism. Shreya Singh is a second-year student who plans to study mathematics. Neha Uddhav is a second-year student who plans to study biomedical engineering. Tanya Sangavi is a senior first-year member who plans to study computer science. Samantha Lopez is a senior first-year member who plans to study criminal justice. Lucia Fetich is a senior first-year member who plans to study nursing. Ashley Castillo is a junior first-year member who plans to study engineering in the future. Angie Triguero is a junior first-year member. For her French is a form of art. Krisha Vashi is a senior second year member who plans to study medicine. And myself, Jonathan Correa, I am a senior second year member and I plan to study business.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Nimrod Kanuja. Je suis le vice-président de la Société honoraire de français. Maintenant, vous remarquerez qu'il y a deux drapeaux pour cette cérémonie. Le drapeau bleu, blanc et rouge familier de la France représente la mère patrie, à l'origine de cette belle langue et la première destination touristique mondiale avant Covid. Hello, my name is Nimrod Kanuja and I'm a senior. I'm the vice president of the French Honor Society. Now, you will notice that there are two flags for this ceremony. The familiar blue, white, and red flag of France represents the mother country, the originator of this beautiful language, and the world's #1 pre-COVID tourist destination. Le drapeau au cercle multicolore est le drapeau de l'Organisation internationale des pays francophones. Il est surprenant pour beaucoup d'apprendre que le français ne se limite pas principalement à la France et au Canada. Le français est parlé sur 5 des 7 continents du monde. Le français s'enrichit grandement des apports de toutes les cultures francophones. The flag with the multicolored circle is the flag of the International Organization of Francophone Countries. It comes as a surprise to many that French is not limited primarily to France and Canada. French is spoken in 5 out of 7 continents of the world. French is greatly enriched by contributions from all the Francophone cultures. Les élèves vont maintenant allumer 5 bougies. Les bougies représentent les 5 couleurs du drapeau international francophone, et chaque bougie nous rappellera également les 5 objectifs et le service de la Société honoraire de français. The students will now light 5 candles. The candles represent the 5 colors on the international francophone flag, and each candle will also remind us of the 5 goals and the service component of the Société honoraire de français.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Musfira, une élève de la terminale. J'allumerai la bougie violette. La violette signifie transformation, sagesse et illumination. Par conséquent, nous allumons la bougie violette pour symboliser nos élèves d'érudition et nos réalisations scolaires. Il représente notre choix de réussir grâce à notre propre travail acharné et nos moyens honnêtes et notre désir de toujours grandir en sagesse et en caractère. My name is Musfira, and I'm a senior student. I will light the purple candle. Purple signifies transformation, wisdom, and enlightenment. Therefore, we light the purple candle to symbolize our high standards of scholarship and our scholastic achievements. It represents our choice to succeed through our own hard work and honest means, and our desire to always grow in wisdom and character.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Sam, un élève de la terminale. J'allumerai la bougie jaune. Le jaune signifie l'optimisme, l'imagination et la joie. Par conséquent, nous allumons la bougie jaune pour symboliser l'intérêt pour l'étude du français. Il représente notre enthousiasme et notre attitude positive envers l'accroissement de notre connaissance de la langue et de nombreuses cultures francophones. My name is Sam. I am a senior student. I will light the yellow candle. Yellow signifies optimism, imagination, and joy. Therefore, we light the yellow candle to symbolize interest in the study of French. It represents our excitement and positive attitude toward increasing our knowledge of the language and the many francophone cultures.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Angie, une élève de la première. J'allumerai la bougie verte. Le vert signifie jeunesse, générosité et service. Par conséquent, nous allumons la bougie verte pour symboliser notre service envers notre école, notre communauté et au-delà. Nous avons réussi en tant que jeunes et nous nous efforçons de continuer à réussir et à servir tout au long de notre vie. My name is Angie. I am a junior. I will light the green candle. Green signifies youth, generosity, and service. Therefore, we light the green candle to symbolize our service to our school, our community, and beyond. We have achieved success as young people and will strive to continue to be successful and of service throughout our lives.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Sham, un élève de la terminale. J'allumerai la bougie rouge. Le rouge signifie l'excitation et la passion. Ainsi, nous allumons la bougie rouge pour le symboliser notre enthousiasme pour la langue française et la culture francophone. Il représente la passion d'acquérir une autre langue, d'apprendre et comprendre d'autres points de vue. My name is Sham and I'm a senior student, and I will light the lead candle. Red signifies excitement and passion. Therefore, we light the lead candle to symbolize our enthusiasm for the French language and our francophone cultures. It represents the passion of acquiring another language and learning to understand other points of view.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Ashley, une élève de la première. J'allumerai la bougie bleue. Le bleu signifie la paix, l'harmonie et l'unité. Par conséquent, nous allumons la bougie bleue pour symboliser notre désir de promouvoir l'amitié internationale ainsi qu'un fort esprit du corps parmi les étudiants de français. Il représente nos efforts pour comprendre les autres afin d'aider à construire un monde plus pacifique. Hello, my name is Ashley Castillo, and I am a junior student, and I will light the blue candle. Blue signifies harmony, peace, and unity. Therefore, we light the blue candle to symbolize our desire to promote international friendship as well as strong esprit du corps among students of French. It represents our effort to understand others and help build a more peaceful world.
Salut, je m'appelle Advet, un élève de la terminale. J'allumerai la bougie blanche. Dans les cultures occidentales, la couleur blanche est souvent associée au mariage, aux hôpitaux et aux anges était souvent utilisée pour transmettre un sentiment de pureté, de propreté et de paix. Dans de nombreuses cultures orientales, cependant, la blanche est symboliquement liée à la mort et à la tristesse. Nous voudrions rendre hommage et présenter nos condoléances à nombreuses personnes dans le monde qui ont perdu des êtres chers à cause de la pandémie de COVID, maladie, catastrophes naturelles et criminalité.
I will light the white candle. In Western cultures, the color white is often associated with weddings, hospitals, and angels, and is often used to convey a sense of purity, cleanliness, and peace. In many Eastern cultures, however, white is symbolically linked to death and sadness. We would like to pay tribute and extend our condolences to the many people around the world who have lost their loved ones to the COVID pandemic, sickness, natural disasters, and crime.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Tania, une élève de la terminale. On va maintenant expliquer la signification du rituel d'initiation. La remise du flambeau est une cérémonie qui avait lieu à Athènes dans la Grèce antique. Pour cette occasion solennelle, des citoyens forment une sorte de chaîne. Les premiers allumaient un flambeau à l'autel, couraient les transmettre à un second, qui les transmettait à un troisième. Et ainsi de main en main, chaque citoyen courait, sans regarder en arrière, maintenant vive la flamme qu'il avait apportée de main en main. Platon a reconnu dans cette course du flambeau l'image des générations successives de la vie. The handing over of the torch is a ceremony that took place in Athens in ancient Greece. For this solemn occasion, citizens formed a kind of chain. They first lit a torch at the altar, ran to pass it on to a second, who passed it on to a third, and from hand to hand, each citizen ran, without looking back, keeping the flame alive, which he was to pass on to another. Plato recognized in this torch the image of succeeding generations of life.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Shreyas. J'occupe le poste de trésorier. S'il vous plaît, votre attention, la cérémonie commence. Tous les intronisés, veuillez vous lever et répéter notre engagement avec moi. Hello, my name is Shreyas, and I hold the position of treasurer. Your attention, please. Our ceremony is about to begin. All of the inductees, please rise and repeat our pledge with me. Par ces flambeaux, symbole du transfert des connaissances, je m'engage à continuer sans relâche mes efforts pour m'instruire et transmettre aux futures générations mon amour pour la langue et la culture française. With this flame, symbol of the transfer of knowledge, I vow to continue my efforts to educate myself and to pass down my love for the French language and culture to future generations. Au passage de la flamme, chaque membre répétera, l'homme qui sait deux langues en vaut deux. As the flame is passed, each member will repeat, the man who knows 2 languages is worth 2 men. Merci, thank you.
Bonjour. Hello, everyone. My name is Krisha, and before we continue, I would just like to call Madame up for a moment. Madame, can we please have you on the stage? These are for you.
Madame, we just wanted to take a moment to thank you for all that you've done for us, not only as our French 3 and 4 teacher, but also as our advisor for French Honor Society. We appreciate all your help in fostering our commitment to the French language, from staying back to help us rewrite our roles and work through it, and explore our enjoyment in the culture. Your impact extends far beyond the classroom, and we are all grateful to have you as our advisor.
We just want you to know how grateful we are that we had you as a teacher. Like, the past few years that we've spent with you have been unforgettable, and we just want to thank you for all the valuable life lessons you've taught us, and just being in your presence has been amazing so far, and we're gonna miss you a lot, a lot.
I miss you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Merci. Maintenant, je vous présente la Société honoraire du Chinois. Thank you. Now I would like to introduce the Chinese Honor Society.
我叫贝宁瑞，我是今年全美中文荣誉学会的总统。我今天很荣幸能参加，跟我的同学们一起庆祝我们学习中文的时间。Good evening. My name is Norbel Gade, and I'm the president of the National Chinese Honor Society. I'm very honored to be here with my fellow classmates to celebrate all the time we've spent learning Chinese together. 首先，我想要对 Perry 校长、Carrasio 和 Seitz 副校长，还有 De Palma 先生表示感谢。虽然中文科的学生越来越少，但是他们还觉得学这个语言和了解中国文化是很重要的，因为我们还可以学习这个语言。谢谢你们给我们这个机会。First, I would like to thank Dr. Perry, Mr. Carrasio, Ms. Seitz, and the advisor, Mr. De Palma. Although the Chinese class gets smaller and smaller every year, this is the largest class we've had in an induction, they still continue to fund the Chinese program, as they value the study of the language and the culture. Thank you, Dr. Perry, Ms. Seitz, and Mr. De Palma, for giving us this opportunity. 当然，学中文是一个很难的事儿，你应该练习和复习多么多。但是在 JFK 的中文课，你会一边练习一边认识很有意思和特别的学生。Learning Chinese is clearly not easy. You have to practice it and review it constantly. However, in the JFK Chinese classroom, you can expect not only to be introduced to the Chinese language, but also be introduced to very unique and very interesting students. 我跟我的同学们创造美好的回忆，比如到纽约去中国城和去中国饭馆。我不会忘记那一个次。I have many fond memories with my classmates, like the instance in which we went to the Chinatown in New York, as well as the many instances in which we visited Chinese restaurants. I will never forget those memories, as I treasure them and hold them dear to my heart. 我记得我们还是在中文一的那个时候，听我们的老师教我们怎么说你好。不然，我们现在是中文社的学生，而且我们可以说那么多中文。I remember us just being in Chinese 1 for the first time, listening to Mr. Cahill teach us how to say hi, which is 你好. And now we are in Chinese 4 and we can speak long and fluid sentences. 我对我的同学们非常感谢，我也对我的老师非常感谢。不但他教我们中文，而且他教我们耐心，我觉得都是重要的。我也永远会记得。I want to thank my classmates, and I also want to thank my teacher, Mr. Cahill, who not only taught us how to speak Chinese, but also taught us patience. And I believe those are very important and will continue to remember them for the rest of my life. 我希望我们都继续学中文，非常感谢。I hope we can all continue to study Chinese. 现在我想介绍一下我们全美中文荣誉学会的副总统 他叫盛大娘. Now, I would like to introduce the National Chinese Honor Society Vice President. Her name is Danya Shamik.
大家晚上好，我叫盛大娘，我是全美中文荣誉学会的副总统。Good evening, everybody. My name is Danya Shamik. I am the Vice President of the National Chinese Honor Society. 首先，中文一的时候，很多学生觉得中文课很难。中文一以后，他们不想去中文二课。To start off, during the first year of Chinese, most students struggled to navigate the difficulty of the language. After that first year, they decide not to continue the class. 可是，今天这些学生们坐在这里，因为他们很努力。他们不但是很用功的学生，而且他们表示很高水平的执着，才能参加我们的荣誉学会。学生需要有很好的成绩，也做社区服务。However, the students that sit here today have not only shown their dedication, but also the hard work they put into studying Chinese to join the Honor Society. As such, they have fulfilled the requirements of having a GPA of 3.0 and above and completing community service hours. 我对他们非常骄傲. I'm extremely proud of them. 我们都是很好的朋友，好像一个家庭一样。我们一起彼此支持，开玩笑，听我们的老师，还有合作。We are all good friends, like a big family. We support, make jokes, listen to the teacher, and work together. 我想对柯老师说谢谢。他教我们的时候，我觉得很舒服。别的老师用课文教他们学生，可是柯老师不用传统的方法。I would like to say thank you to Mr. Cahill. He has always made learning enjoyable. He does not stick to the traditional way of teaching through textbooks. 不像别的老师，他用新的比较创意的方法，所以我们的学习经验非常好的。Instead, he finds new and creative ways to make our learning experience more entertaining. 一个事情我非常喜欢了，就是他的故事。每天我都觉得很好玩。听他的故事的时候，我们可以练习说中文，因为在外面没有很多机会。One thing that I have always enjoyed are the story lessons. They're always fun and give us a chance to practice speaking in Chinese, as we don't get to do that often outside of class. 所以，谢谢我的同学们和柯老师。3年以前你们让中文课很厉害，我希望今年也会一样的。So thank you to my classmates and Mr. Cahill for making the past 3 years of Chinese class amazing. I hope this year will be the same. 现在我想介绍一下我们的全美中文荣誉学会的秘书，他叫金家珍。I will now introduce the National Chinese Honor Society Secretary, Jania Bocanegra.
大家好，你们今天过得怎么样？我希望你们都过得非常好。Hi everyone, how are you doing today? Hope you're all doing well. 我的中文名字是家珍，可是我的英文名字是 Jania. My Chinese name is Jia Zhen, but my English name is Jania. 首先，我要对柯老师说谢谢，因为他不但是一位太好的老师，而且他教了我们很多的事情，中文语法、怎么写字、发音等等。再说最重要的事情，你教了我时，我应该相信我自己。我现在知道，学生要浓缩才可以学得好。中文课帮我当一个更好的学生。很难想到，可是我们的高中经历几乎走完了。但是在我心里，我会记住这个中文课。大学的时候，我要继续学习中文。First off, I want to give a big thanks to Mr. Cahill because not only is he an amazing teacher, he taught us many things such as Chinese grammar, how to write Chinese characters, pronunciation, etc. Besides these things, though, the most important thing that he taught me was that I should believe in myself and that students must make mistakes in order to learn. Chinese class also helped me to become a much better student. It's hard to think about, but our high school experience is almost over, but I will continue to remember this Chinese class in my heart. When I'm in college, I will continue to study Chinese. 现在我想介绍一下我们全美中文荣誉学会的历史. Now I would like to quickly discuss the history of the National Chinese Honor Society. 全美中文荣誉学会是1987年开始的，原来不是高中学生能学中文，只是大学生而已。中文进入高中是一个比较新的事情。柯老师是从2017年开始当我们中文学会的辅导。The National Chinese Honor Society was formed in 1987. Although originally the study of Chinese was largely regulated to college students, studying Chinese in high school is still a relatively rare new thing. Mr. Cahill has been the advisor to the Chinese Club and the Chinese Honor Society at JFK since 2017. 现在我想介绍一下我们的全美中文荣誉学会的事故，请彭瑞。Now I would like to introduce the treasurer of the National Chinese Honor Society, Parv Joshi.
大家好，我叫常庞瑞，我是全美中文荣誉学会的社库。Hello everyone, my name is Parv Joshi and I'm the treasurer of the National Chinese Honor Society. 作为社库，我的同学们和我有款活动筹集了250美元救灾款。As the treasurer of the National Chinese Honor Society, my classmates and I organized fundraisers and events through which we were able to raise over $250 for disaster relief over our time at JFK. 4年以前，我差点没选中文课程，因为我觉得它会太难学了。我不想做很多功课，还是听老师每天说中文。可是如果你现在问我，我想中文课是我最喜欢的课。4 years ago, I almost chose not to take Chinese class because I thought it would be too difficult. I didn't want to do all the homework or listen to teachers speak Chinese all day. However, if you ask me now, Chinese is one of my favorite classes. 这是因为柯老师的教法很有意思的。我们不但看课文，而且看中国电影，也玩游戏。他也教我们生活12，那我真的喜欢，所以谢谢柯老师。This is mainly because of Mr. Cahill's unique teaching style. We don't only read the textbook, but also watch Chinese movies and play games. He has also taught us many life lessons. A lot have stuck with me. So for that, I wanted to thank you, Mr. Cahill. 我也要感谢我的同学们，我们很快就成了朋友，让课我们的程很有意思，也很好玩。我在中文课有很多好的记忆。Additionally, I would like to thank all my classmates. We became friends very quickly, which made the class even more interesting and fun. I have very fond memories of my time in Chinese class. 那我们的颜色呢？我们的颜色是因为它代表中国的历史和所有说中文国家。So what about our colors? Our colors are purple to represent the rich history of Chinese and the many nations that speak Chinese across the world. 蜡烛的意思呢？我们点蜡烛为了代表把所有我们的学习中文的力气和知识都转给对将来的中文学生。In a moment, we will begin our candle lighting ceremony, which represents the passing of our knowledge onto the next group of Chinese students. 最后，我要再欢迎我们的全美中文荣誉学会的总统回舞台。Finally, I would like to welcome our National Chinese Honor Society president back to the stage.
你好，现在我想要带领大家进行热热宣誓。我请你们不拍手，才报告开始。Hello everyone, I would now like to lead the oath of induction. I ask you guys to please hold the applause until the slide presentation for all the members at the end. 请站起来 please rise. 我宁蕊很荣幸成为全美中文荣誉学会的会员。我愿意继续努力学习中文，了解中国文化，为世界的和平和繁荣而努力。We are very honored to become National Chinese Honor Society members and will continue to make an effort to study Chinese and understand Chinese culture and work hard for world peace and prosperity. 恭喜大家，这是你最新的 JFK 全美中文荣誉学会的会员。等一下，我们马上要唱一首歌，这首歌叫再见。可是现在跟我一起恭喜恭喜我们新的会员。In a moment, we will perform a song called 再见, which translates to see you again. But first, join me in congratulating our newest members of the JFK National Chinese Honor Society. Our Vice President, Danya Shamik, who intends to major in chemistry and become a physician's assistant. She hopes to move to New York and work while traveling the world. Our Secretary, Jania Bocanegra, who hopes to travel all around the world and intends to major in international affairs and linguistics. She wants to become a teacher in the future. Our Treasurer, Parth Joshi, who plans to study mechanical engineering and hopes to travel the world by gaining a job at F1. Catherine Canellis, who plans to major in biology and become a forensic nurse practitioner. She hopes to continue studying Chinese in the future. Juliana Adams, who wants to become a music major at Keene University and dreams of becoming a performer and a high school music teacher. Ume Farwa, who plans to become a software developer and hopes to own a famous brand in the future. Alicia Mojumdar, who plans to major in business and marketing and hopes to travel the world and learn about new things. Paul Fung, who plans to study computer science and develop different types of websites and hopes to live a free lifestyle. I would also like to take a special moment to mention two other students who weren't here. Aisha Macon, who plans to major in philosophy and hopes to continue studying Chinese. And lastly, JL Perez, who also wants to study business and automotive engineering, hopes to live a free and wealthy lifestyle, and again, who could sadly not join us this evening. Lastly, myself, Noor Belgade, who plans to major in political science and finance to become a consultant and hopes to move another country and learn another language.现在，我想介绍 JFK 的全美西班牙荣誉学会的会员。Now, I would like to introduce the JFK's National Spanish Honor Society.
Buenas noches. Welcome, everyone, and thank you for coming.
We'd first like to welcome the principal, Dr. Perry, vice principals, Mrs. Zeitz, who sadly could not be here with us tonight, and Mr. Carrasio. All the teachers in the language department, the members of the society, their families, and everyone in the audience. Let us all come together for the celebration of the accomplishments of your children, our students, and the members of La Sociedad Honoraria Hispánica. Mi nombre es Matish Gard. Yo soy el presidente de la sociedad. Now I would like to give you a brief summary of the history of the Spanish Honor Society. Esta sociedad fue fundada por la Asociación Americana de Maestros de Español y Portugués en 1953 para los estudiantes de las escuelas secundarias norteamericanas. El nombre de este capítulo es Ponce de León. Nuestro lema es Todos a una. Nuestros colores, el rojo y el oro. Nuestra insignia y nuestro sello son la de la Madre Asociación. This society was founded by the American Association of Spanish and Portuguese Teachers in 1953 and for high school students in North America. The name of this chapter is Ponce de León. Our motto is All is One. Our colors, red and gold. The emblem and our stamp are those of the Mother Association. Durante el mes de octubre, preparamos la ceremonia de inducción. Para ser parte de la Sociedad Honoraria Hispánica, se debe conservar el grado A o una B más durante los 4 años de español. Es un honor y orgullo ser parte de esta sociedad por dar el tiempo y la dedicación a la comunidad. During the month of October, we prepared an induction ceremony. In order to be a part of the Spanish Honor Society, you must have maintained a grade of an A, with the exception of 1B+ throughout your 4 years of Spanish. It is an honor to be a part of this society in order to dedicate time for the community. And now I present the Vice President.
Soy Vanessa Cott, la vicepresidenta de la Sociedad Honoraria Hispánica. Este año escolar hemos decidido participar en varias actividades demostrando servicios a la escuela y a la comunidad. Cada miembro donará 5 latas de comida que serán dadas a una despensa en la comunidad. Ayudamos a nuestra comunidad en el programa para repartir comida en St. Vincent de Paul en Perth Amboy. Además, damos ayuda a aquellos estudiantes que tienen dificultades en las clases de español. También planeamos recolectar pañales para las madres necesitadas. Tendremos recaudación de fondos para las becas para algunos miembros de la Sociedad Hispánica. I am Vanessa Cott, the Vice President of the Spanish Honor Society. This school year, we have decided to participate in several activities, giving back to our school and community. Each member will donate 5 cans of food as a donation for those in need around our community. We helped give out food at the St. Vincent de Paul Food Pantry in Perth Amboy. Furthermore, we also give help to students who have difficulties in Spanish classes. We also plan to collect diapers for mothers in need and will fundraise for scholarships for senior members of the Spanish Honor Society. And now I present the Secretary.
Soy Alia Lima, la secretaria. Esta es nuestra iniciación, seria y significativa. Esta es nuestra madre vela, nos sirve cada año. Representa la dedicación. Como ejemplo de esta inspiración, repitamos las palabras del poeta Gabriel Zelaya que escribió el poema Educar. I am Alia Lima, the Secretary of Spanish Honor Society. This is our initiation, serious and significant. This is our mother candle. It serves us every year. It represents dedication. As an example of this inspiration, let us repeat the words of the poet Gabriel Zelaya.
Educar, tarea ardua, es lo mismo que poner motor a una barca, medir, pesar, equilibrar y todo en marcha.
Nuevos miembros, les damos la bienvenida a todos ustedes. Felicidades. And now I present the treasurer.
Mi nombre es Sherlyn Martínez y yo soy la tesorera de la sociedad. Con la vela que cada uno va a tener simboliza nuestra carrera en la vida. Así sin arder existe, pero no vive. My name is Sherlyn Martinez, and I am the treasurer of the Spanish Honor Society. Each member will have a candle in his or her hand. This symbolizes our course of life. Thus, without burning, it exists, but does not live. Esta vela está diciendo, si me queman, vivo, si no, perezco. Ojalá que nuestras vidas nunca sean velas sin arder. Ahora ustedes han recibido la llama que simboliza su calor, la inspiración hasta altas ideales. That candle is saying, if they burn me, I live. If not, I die. May our lives never be candles unburned. Now you have all received the flame, which symbolizes with its heat the inspiration towards high ideals. And now I present the president that will read the juramento.
Ahora voy a leer el juramento para todos los miembros de la sociedad. Como miembro del capítulo Ponce de León, prometo dedicarme al estudio de la lengua española con el fin de dominarla algún día, recordando que una lengua puede ser un lazo fuerte entre personas de distintos orígenes, de raza o religión. Como ciudadano de mi patria, prometo promover la amistad y el entendimiento entre ella y los otros países del mundo. Esta es mi promesa y mi juramento. Ahora vamos a apagar la vela, pero nunca la de su espíritu. Recordemos eso. Amigos, por la autoridad que me concede la presidencia del capítulo Ponce de León, yo los declaro miembros del capítulo. Muchas felicidades. Let us remember this. Friends, by the authority granted to the president of this chapter of Ponce de León, it is now declared that you are the new members of the society. Congrats. And now I present the vice president, who will present the future plans of the members.
Ahora mencionaremos las carreras profesionales de los estudiantes del último año académico que tendrán en el futuro. Tenemos el honor de presentar a los siguientes miembros. Now, we would like to recognize all of our members and present them with their certificates. Abida Aga is a first-year member. She is in the American Cancer Society, Key Club, Badminton Club, and she plans to study pharmacy or engineering at Rutgers University. Renzo Bazan is a current senior. He is in chorus and a cappella. He is in the robotics club and parenting, and he plans to go to a college to get a bachelor's degree, get better jobs, buy a house, get a good car, pay off any debts, and live life to the fullest. Jalen Sinchon is a current senior. She is a first-year member. She is in the Student Council, American Cancer Society, and she plans to attend college to further her education into the medical field, where she plans to become an anesthesiologist. Matish Garg is a second-year member. He is in the varsity tennis team, National Honor Society, National English Honor Society, Business Honor Society, and he plans to major in business administration and fintech to pursue a career in investment banking.
Vanessa Cott is a second-year member, and she is involved in cross-country, National Honor Society, National English Honor Society, Science National Honor Society, Tri-M Honor Society, Heroes and Cool Kids, Student Council, New Jersey All-State Choir, Central Jersey Regional Choir, and she plans to study pharmaceutical sciences in Florida. Aaliyah Lima is a second-year member and is in Key Club, The Torch, John F. Kennedy Memorial Cheer, Tech Crew, National English Honor Society, National Honor Society, Heroes and Cool Kids, and Student Council. She plans to attend a four-year college and major in speech communication disorders and hopes of becoming a speech therapist. Dia is a second-year member and is involved in winter and spring track, Key Club, Student Council, American Cancer Society, National Honor Society, and National English Honor Society. Dia plans to attend a four-year college.
Natalie Santos plans to graduate a four-year college and become a lawyer. Darlene Severino is a part of SPTS, Guitar Club, Stars, Fall Play, and the Black Student Union. She plans to attend college and pursue a doctorate in psychology. While furthering her education, she hopes to improve at guitar and possibly learn another instrument or language. Hasit Shah, a second-year member, is a part of Key Club, English Honor Society, and National Honor Society. He plans to major in neuroscience on a pre-med track. Sherlyn Martinez, our only junior this year, is a part of the Black Student Union and Narrative 4.
We would like to congratulate all of our inductees and give a sincere thanks for the community service activities we have engaged in and plan to continue to participate in, such as collecting food cans and diapers and offering peer tutoring and extra help for other students.
We would also like to give a special thanks to the principal, vice principals, all the members of the language department, including our advisors, Senor Di Fury and Senor Kopko, Senor Kirak Benfold, Senor Rivera, Senor Lago, Senor Cadets, Senor Zizel, and Mr. De Palma. We would also like to give a special thanks to the audience, parents, students, and all the members. And before we go on with our presentation, I would like to call up our beautiful advisors, Senora De Fury and Senor Kopko. Now, we do have a little something for you, but before, I had a word to say. And sorry to the audience, I know you're all itching with anticipation for our performance. And I'm sure that it won't disappoint, but first we wanted to recognize our advisors, Senor Di Fury and Senor Kopko. And while Senor Kopko is a relatively new member to our SHS family, Senor Di Fury has been the glue that has held us together for 16 years. And so after her 15th, she wanted to ease her schedule a little bit and told us that she was ending her time as advisor. But, you know, it's her love for her students that simply did not let her. And my endless pleading. But, regardless, we are very thankful for her dedication and extremely grateful. Thank you so much. Senora Di Fury is truly the reason why I decided to pursue Spanish in the first place. Whether it was running around my house for her online scavenger hunts during my freshman year, or receiving a call during summer before junior year telling me how I should go out for Spanish 4, or learning how to write poetry in Spanish. I truly, truly grew under the careful guidance of Senora. Another thing about her is that she always shows up for others, even putting them before herself oftentimes. This is one of the many things I admire about her. She stays late for our performance practices, runs our officer meetings, and never fails to make us laugh. Thank you so much for all that you have done for us, Senora. Estamos muy agradecidos por usted. And finally, I wanted to thank Senora Kopko for taking on such a big role on such short notice. You brighten up the room with your contagious smile and are truly the Buzz Lightyear to Senora's Woody. We are also extremely thankful to have you as an advisor and hope you stay for many years to come. Now for the presentation.
Thank you.
Of course. Okay.
Thank you so much. I'm so proud of them. I was not supposed to talk, but I just want to say thank you to the parents also that they have to stay late for the performance, but they do a great job. And so for so many years, I know we work hard and we stay so late, but they do a great job. I'm so proud of them. Oh. I'm gonna miss them when they leave because they're my last seniors in the Spanish Home Society, but hopefully they're gonna continue and they're gonna do a great job. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Please remain seated until the presentation is over, and please enjoy.
Si en mí no encontraste hace perder. Pero ay, cómo me duele. Ay, cómo me duele. Ay, cómo me duele.